from a very poor. You don't know what poverty is. My life could define poverty for you. One thing about the Josh2Funny jokes, sometimes it takes like a very high intellect, of course, to relate with my joke. That's why I don't have so many fans in Nigeria. I checked the mail and I'm like, no, that's scam.
Yeah. America's Got Talent must be a scam.
Nah, scam. Don't do that. Don't click anything, bro. Wait, don't click any link. Don't wait first. I won't really say I was nervous. I don't know where the confidence came from. You know, sometimes I think fear gives you some level of confidence. In fact, some of my friends were telling me, guy, In fact, one of my uncles called my parents and like, no. No, this guy has shamed you.
So 2018, what does that mean? 2018 was a tough year then for you?
It was. I can say it was with the audition.
The audition, yeah.
It was a tough year. But 2019 like gave me a lot of things.
Yeah. These multiple trends were coming one after the other, one after the other.
Every year.
Yes.
Every year. Somebody said Josh2Funny used to blow every year.
Yeah. And I mean, there's a part of it that is strategy, but I mean, nobody has control over blowing.
Yeah.
But still, it feels like there is a consistent formula. What is that formula?
I don't used to stop. I don't used to sleep. And I'm not satisfied.
Right.
I'm not satisfied.
Right.
I feel like there's something we need to still take.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's always something to take.
Yeah.
So,
so you keep moving.
We keep moving. I'm still an upcoming. Still coming up.
You are still what?
I'm still coming up.
Coming up where? In this comedy or in another?
If I give you names, you know that I'm still coming up. You know
so the
they
people
call
that you're
King
inspiring
Badge?
yourself. What's that again?
You know who is King Badge? Do you know Jason Derulo?
Right, okay.
He's a content creator.
Right.
Yeah, you understand?
Those are the people you benchmark yourself
on.
on.
Tyler Perry, man. I've not started. Where would they go?
You get where you go. As you were saying that you never stop, it felt like there was a point where, you've only been doing huge numbers. There's a point when it felt like the numbers were not as huge as they were.
Yeah.
And then you just kept going as if nothing was happening. Yeah. And then suddenly, it's as if nothing happened. Like you just came back with the numbers again. Yeah. At that time when the numbers go down, for somebody who is used to virality, brand, numbers, how do you cope with that?
So I'm used to virality, but I'm also used to not being viral. I'm also used to those
low moments.
I call it plateau. When you just get to a place and you remain in that level and it looks like you're not growing.
Yeah.
In fact, there's no doubt that Don't Leave Me Challenge was the biggest trend in 2020.
Yeah, without a doubt.
The next year, everything went down. Went down. You cannot remain on top for long now. They will come down. Other people will. If the video trend, it will come down. Whiskey go trend small. It will come down. Burna Boy go trend. You know me say the video no come back trend. The video will still come back, drop. Everybody celebrate him. That's what people don't understand. Everybody's flying together. So when I trend, or calm down. 2021, I think 2021, nothing much happened. It was just they run kitty, they run that trended. I know trended like later in the 2021, but I don't give up. 2022 was now the big blast, the fastest reader in the world, and the whole world was reposting. Chris Brown, Snoop Dogg, 2 Chainz, and and when fastest reader seemed like it's not viral anymore.
You received the call. You received the call.
I'm like, hey, bro, what are you doing, bro?
Yes,
Come to the USA, you understand?
Yeah.
And
where were you when you got that call?
I was in Lagos. I was in my brother's house. My brother happened to be my manager.
Right.
So I was in his house. And the crazy thing is that it's divine, actually, because my parents had visited and they were praying for me. And then he came in the room with a laptop. Like, hey, bro, I just received one mail. Guess the mail I received. And I checked the mail. And I'm like, no, that's scam.
Yeah. America's Got Talent must be a scam.
Nah, scam. Don't do that. Don't click anything, bro. Wait, don't click any link. Don't wait first. Yes. Yeah, man. So,
Yeah.
I mean,
This is prayer, answered prayers in the middle of the prayer.
in the middle of the prayer, we have never said amen.
We said amen. So he tells you that, okay, so these people have emailed you. You say don't click, but you eventually clicked now.
Yeah,
So what convinced you? So what did you do next after the first disbelief?
I'm like, bro, just talk to them. Like,
Yes, and
I'm
see.
not even a part of this thing. Let me just,
So this came out of nowhere.
Yeah, man, from nowhere, man.
You didn't apply. There was no reaching out. There was no.
I'm telling you. Why did you go competition?
Yeah. And so obviously a producer saw one of your audition videos.
Yes. So he was like, oh, no, this guy's got to come on the show. And as I went.
Yeah.
I saw. I don't know if I conquered.
You fully conquered.
Coming from you.
Yeah, you fully conquered. And what was the experience like when you got to America, when you got to the show?
First of all, I was confused. I didn't know what I was going to do, you understand? I was asking myself, like, I'm just going to go there. I'm just going to just be Josh. I don't know. So already I zeroed my mind. Like, no, anything I want to do, I'm just going to do that. Just come out. I'm not trying to impress anybody. So when it came, first of all, the reception was very nice, They didn't treat me like I was contestant, you understand? They treated me very nice.
Yeah, treated you like a star.
Like a star, man. They were like, hey, Josh2Funny is coming to clear the walkway. I'm like, okay.
Let's do this.
Yeah, so it was an experience. So yeah, man, I wouldn't really say I was nervous. Right. I don't know where the confidence came from. Sometimes I think fear gives you some level of confidence. When this is like you fear this so much and the thing is so big to you. Yeah. It gets to a point. I think one of the highest form of fear is when you get like, let's just do this. Yeah. We don't reach here like anything that happen, let it make it happen. All die and I die, bro. Yeah. So I think I got to that point where I didn't care again. I just went there and it was flowing. When I did the first one already, I was swinging. I was happy. I was just in my moment. I was just having fun. You understand? I felt like the whole world was all about me right now. So I need to just be giving them, you know. So. Yeah, it was beautiful.
The audience, did they know that it was for want of a better word, a skit?
I don't know if they know.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't look like they knew.
It didn't look like they knew.
Yes.
I think even the judges didn't know.
I was going to ask about the judges next. So the judges didn't know.
They didn't know.
So this was a real time.
It was real time comedy, and that is how it is. People don't know that's how it is for my show, the audition.
Right.
Already, they know I'm Josh, but they don't know any of the characters coming. Because the audition is not written. It's not scripted.
Oh, it's not scripted.
No. It's improv.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to come and say, okay, now I'm doing the stupidest person in the world. Okay, let's go. Action. And I just act. Whoever comes, so everything they receive is first hand. So that's what I did there.
That's what you did there. So even this one, it was improv?
It was improv. It wasn't scripted.
One of the biggest stages in the world.
Yeah, it was improv.
Not your country.
It was improv.
It was improv, right? Yeah. And when you go on that stage, you're sitting on that stage, you're looking at Simon, the great Simon Cowell. You're looking at all these people looking at you. You don't lose your nerves. Your heart doesn't start beating fast.
I say I got to that point where, like, just give them, maybe they take care. If you don't give them, how they want to take. And they want to collect. Yeah. I'm telling you, I'm like, I saw all of them, and the beautiful thing about when I saw every one of those judges is that, just like me, they had one head. Just one.
Just one head.
Just one.
Yeah.
So I'm like, no, come on.
Let's go. Let's do it.
Do this. Let's take it away. So even when they buzzed me.
Yes. Keep moving.
Down.
Negativity has a way of standing out. Yeah. Then there was how can you go on this stage and make a fool of yourself? How can you go there and disgrace your country? So how did you receive the responses, honestly?
I just felt like, this we don't know. You don't know what I went through. You don't know. You don't know if you put you on that stage. even you go confused. Even you go, and now people didn't understand. Some people see. So one thing about the Josh2Funny jokes, sometimes it takes like a very high intellect,
of course,
to relate with my joke. That's why I don't have so many fans in Nigeria. Trust me. I watch my demography.
Yeah.
I don't have,
because it's dry humor. Dry humor is the most difficult.
Yes.
It's the most difficult.
Yes. So it's real, like it's too real in your face. So you don't get it. You understand?
Yeah.
You don't. So I can excuse them, the people that didn't get the joke. You know, some people were saying. In fact, some of my friends were telling me, "Guy, you up." Yes. I go this stage. Go. In fact, one of my uncles called my parents and like, no. No, this guy has shamed you. So my parents were trying like, no, that time they were buzzing him. It was a part of the whole thing. It's like, no, that time they were buzzing and allowing him to come back. They wanted to see if he was going to make amends, but he blew he blew his chances.
A lot of your colleagues were very proud of you, though. A lot of them what macaroni. I mean, there's always funny people, but a lot of your colleagues. Did you feel that love?
Okay, from macaroni that I later found out. I felt that love.
Okay.
Yeah, and of course, Chris Clown was like he was going to get money from my performance. He was so happy.
Yeah.
As if he get what I want to give up from the performance. Yeah, I feel real love from him. Yeah. Chris Clown, Nedu. Yeah. I felt the love from my guys. You know. Yeah.
But there's some of your guys that you expected love from, you didn't see love from.
I mean, I'm the nonsense person. I know they expect anything from anybody. I'm telling you, maybe that's why I don't have any problem with anybody. Because I don't expect it's not like I gave up on humanity, but then I don't feel like I deserve to be treated some kind of way. Even as a celebrity that I am, I don't feel like anybody owe me any respect.
Right.
Because I was nothing. I'm coming from a very far place. I'm coming from a place where you don't want to know about it. So whatever I have now is a blessing. So.
I'll be responsible if I don't ask. When you say we don't want to know about it, what do you mean?
No, I mean my upbringing. Where I'm from a very humble background. I'm from a very poor. I don't know. You don't know what poverty is. My life could define poverty for you. Yeah. So, coming from there, I don't see all this life. If I can get to this point in my life where I am now, I can be. You can think I'm so important that you need to sit and talk to me. Come on, man. Anybody can go down, and anybody can come up.